Hello everyone, I am Desto24 and welcome back to Reverses. And today we are having another three-way battle between the female characters from the fighting game genres. Mortal Kombat versus King of Fighters versus Street Fighter. And you know which one I'm talking about for today. Today's fight is between Kitana versus Mai Shiranui and versus Chun-Li. Now for this fight, I am not including any source material outside the games to be presented here. So basically no crossovers, no movies or even anime or even tie-in at least. Actually scratch that, tie-ins are not that bad, but no non-canon material like MK vs DC, Marvel vs Capcom, or even cameos to other games. With that being said, let's get to it. Let's start with Kitana first. Kitana is a princess of Edenia, and, well actually, princess of Outworld you may say. Why? Well, it's a bit complicated, but let's just sit down a bit. Anyways, Kitana's parent just started in Edenia. Edenia is a peaceful realm that has long existed in the time, and also one of the realms of the Mortal Kombat universe, mainly the most peaceful one. It was pretty great, right? Facing out, feel like it's a royalty realm, right? Right? But however, it didn't end well when they lost the 10th time to Outworld that had led their tyrant ruler Shao Kahn to conquering the realm, even managing to kill off the king of Edenia and forcing the queen to marry Shao Kahn. And based on the short, Edenia had fallen. It even led to some depression, although I don't think the station at Edenia was in there, but that's for another time. But that being said, Cinderella's child, aka Kitana, actually thought that Shao Kahn was her father, resulting Katana to believe that she's meant to serve Shao Kahn, led to Cinderella's suicidal death when she heard about it. And her death was taking place in the desert, but then put a spell on it. Yeah, pretty much that. With that being said, Katana had been loyal to Shao Kahn until the appearance of Melina, where it turned out to be one of Shang Tsung creations. But only this time, it was something different because due to creation, it's actually a mixture DNA being of both Katana's own DNA with the Katana blood, or DNA at best. But with that being said, after learning the truth about it, Kitana left Outworld and joined up with Earthbound was between Shao Kahn with the help of the God of Thunder, Raiden, and also the Mortal Kombat champion, Liu Kang. They had to beat Albo several times, well, in the old time, but she died in another, but that's a long story. For Mai Shiranui, it's not all that tragic, to be honest. With that said, she pretty much the granddaughter of Annie Bogart's instructor Hazo Shiryu. And basically enough, it's actually quite interesting, but hear me out. Basically enough, it's a bit interesting at best. But at the meantime, let me say a few. Mai is pretty much trained by Master Jeremiah, a version of Master Roshi in King of Fire, sorry. And basically taught her the ways of the martial art, which we're gonna go to pretty soon. With that said, she pretty much took it in mind to under his wing, but not only that, she also get to train with her potential boyfriend, Andy Bogart, the guy that pretty much he and his brother or friend, actually I should look it up later, but anyways, finding out that his father was brutally killed by the man named Geese Howard. That being said, Mai pretty much fit herself to not only becoming stronger, but also becoming a boyfriend for Andy Bogart. Yeah, that's pretty much I can say about Mai Shiranui's origin. It's pretty much interesting despite of the outfit. Wait, what I'm saying? Well, based on that's pretty much that, but not too tragic. That based on it, at least becoming the strongest woman in King of Fire's history. But however, Chun-Li is also the strongest. But here's the difference. See, in Chun-Li's history, Chun-Li is a member of the CIPO Corporation, where she is assisted with becoming a martial artist. You see, during the time, her father and her other master, also slash mentor, Gin, taught her the ways of martial arts, mainly Kung Fu. Basically, now she is a skilled fighter and thanks to the help with her father and her master. Mainly the fact that it was up to her. However, everything had pretty much crumbled at least. And you wanna know why? Well, let's just say evil dictator named Empire and pretty much killed Chun-Li's father in the hands of his own will, and pretty much he dominated the whole entire thing. Later, Chun-Li's revenge to take on Bison to preventing her own father's death by the hands of a criminal organization named Shadow. Yeah, it's pretty much similar to that. Man, those oranges seems a bit similar in Bison and Geese Howard, isn't it? Huh. With that being said, Chun-Li devoted herself to hunt down Shaolu and basically defeat every single member and defeating Bison for killing her own father. Well, actually, based enough, and Bison killed her father, but you know what I mean. Based enough for that. With that said, what do they fighters can do? Well, for starters, let's start with Kitana. Now, Kitana is this very skilled martial artist, mainly the fact that she is trained in both Eagle Claw and Bozien. Eagle Claw means for grabbing techniques and throwing with kicks, such as joy kicks at best. There are also 3 variations, Roy Storm, Assassin, and Marvel, but however, some of her movesets are pretty much come down to her fans. The fans, or steel fans you may say, is her trademark weapon. It can be easily used to kill Turkakens, and plus, it can be useful when you kind of make her own movesets, make her sound useful, such as creating air elimination, as well as reflecting throws, especially throwing knives. And even have some, and beyond outside that, Kitana, even by the fans, she has some ability on her belt. Well, not literally, but basically now, she get able to she is a master of both stealth, takes to be a master of both assassin and spy during the time of Outworld. And knowing that, she also enchants sense, where she can able to sense opponents like say Jade and send down presence despite of their efforts in hitting. But however, there also the fact that she also can perform fatalities, such as a kiss of death, where she can kiss her opponent and it basically blew up like a balloon at 4th of July. And not only that, she also can perform split hairs, which is just mostly cutting her opponent's hands off, and especially toward her head. There are also some other fatalities that I should mention here, such as friendship, brutality, and baby fatality. Is that right? Is that right? That's a thing? Baby fatality? Really? Wait, really? Oh. Huh. Well, that's new. Huh. Anyways, that's basically enough. Katana is a very skilled fighter, even led to the new timeline, becoming the new Khan of Outworld, after defeating Shao Kahn, and even aid the Outworld army to defeat Kronka. But for that's another time. What about Mai? What she have on her fighting skill? Well, basically enough, Mai is a master of disguise. She can disguise to anyone who near for her, even making their own voice. And despite a somewhat sex appeal and let's be honest she is, she can able to control fire and plus form some other moves with it, such as Kisoshi and fans enjoying her defense. But also, oh yeah, I forgot to mention like Kitana, she also has her own set of fans, namely called Koshi, known as Butterfly Fan. And basically with those, she can able to draw them as well as create fire with them. There's a huge of other techniques I could state here, but however, I had to state a few. But say a few, like say Shiroki, where she can perform her heavy fans and pretty much use projectiles. But her most devastating one is the Shoryu Mai, where she can able to strike down an enemy with cold attacks and she was fireball at will. Impressive. And what about Chun-Li? What she can do in a fight? Chun-Li is the strongest woman for a good reason in Street Fighter. She has learned techniques from Kung Fu to martial arts. With this, she can perform some techniques such as the spinning bird kick, a very similar to the Toichi, a unique performance where she's able to spin her legs like a top and pretty much keep spinning until attacking. There's also the Hoshuri kick, or mistranslated called as lightning kick. It's the most recognizable move in Chun-Li's arsenal, and based on able to kick very, very fast. And based on thanks to her training as well. And with those trainings, she can perform several techniques such as the Haziki, and translated for Venus Pali, and there's a few. But there's a few ones that I could mention here, such as the Shurikarigo King, fairly to Big Dipper flashing air leg, a leg that's pretty much probably flashing a screen and behind Chun-Li, creating a versus kick that pretty much, well, sends his render. There are also the Kocho, but if increased, but with a bigger version, when that is devastating to behold. So much so, it can able to can even create a giant crater that can able to be at 5,163 tons of TNT. That is impressive. You even destroy a car with her legs. Huh. With all that said, these Street Fighters do have their own moments. But however, despite all this, neither character are perfect. Katana mainly. For starters, while Kitana is a very skilled fighter in her own right, but there are some flaws to her. Well, even due to her fighting skills, she has struggled to at least get openings for her opponent's upbringing. Also worth mentioning here that she is pretty much living vulnerable if counterattacks are blocked, even with performance of form vitality, if X-ray or even failed blows, even though I didn't mention here. But however, her most main problem is that even despite her fighting skill and aggressive feats, and especially later behind the new Outworld, she have lost several fights, mainly from the great skills such as Sonya Blade, Liu Kang, Smoke, her own mother Sindel, Raiden, Jax, even the daughter of Johnny Cage, Cassie Cage. And even with a boost of power up from Kroka, yes it happened. She still loses by the hands of Fire God Liu Kang, despite of having some remorse, or kind of ish remorse at least. I don't know if it was from story elements or something at least. But however, despite all that, Katana is still a highly skilled combatant that even led to becoming the new Katana Outworld, and even been chosen by Liu Kang, still helping him, well, in a true ending, to restoring the timeline, or create a new one at least. To others say, Kitana is a very skilled, and pretty much, for those who underestimate her for her talent and the somewhat beautiful face, well, let's just say you're pretty much get your head beheaded by this princess, both metaphorically and literally, or just transport you to a baby, but face out definitely much worse than Faye at least. But she's not the only one who has flaws. Mai also has her own problems as well. For starters, despite all her skill, she even have yet won a single freaking King of Fire's tournament once. She more annoyed that she is more useful in fighting on a team, and plus knowing that speed, she mostly prefers speed than power, and that is a problem, which ironically led to have her own win-and-loss record to beat to actually worthless to complete pathetic. So much so, she even have, due to her cocky attitude / nature, she can be often be defeated, especially the fact almost resulting to kill her at least, and also sometimes she can get dizzy at best. Also, remember I said that she can ill control fire, pyrokinesis? Well, despite having created that, it can only stand the flames that she can able create. It doesn't actually protect her from any sorts of types of fire, like hellfire, normal fire, etc. It just pretty much comes down to it. But however, much like Kitana, do not underestimate Mai as somewhat another pretty girl with a face. She is a capable fighter, and basically enough, she is capable of fighting her own. Basically enough, do not underestimate this fire queen. Oh, and I forgot to mention one more thing about analysis about Mai. She can able to strike her opponents with her own outfits, so congrats, Mai! Yeah, that was okay. Anyway, let's get to Chun-Li's flaws. Mainly the fact, while Chun-Li is a strong warrior, she has mostly just been hard-headed, or headstrong at least, most likely driving to her own head first into danger without second thought. Plus much like with my Katana, there are some win-loss records that Chun-Li have her own self. And plus, she mostly largely towards close-range combat than her own fights. But that's a huge problem with that. Also, she never actually kind of finished her formal training, which is due to her early departure from the organization that she was working with. And despite all her own skill and techniques that she had pulled, she haven't yet to defeat Chun and Bison on her own. But that's the main reason why that. But there's a main reason, mainly because that Chun-Li is mostly have been hard-headed and based out over since the death of her own father. But over the years, Chun-Li had been developed as a character on her own, even led to having more allies such as Cammy and Guile on her side. She is maybe hard-headed, but she is the strongest woman in the fighting tournament for a good reason, and you dare to challenge this queen of dice, or even queen of kung fu, just one thing's for certain: do not challenge this fire. Whew, okay, wow. That's a lot to go for. And basically, like I said before, these three fighters are capable on their own. They may have flaws, but they are capable of fighting for their own life. Especially even though some people have flawed records, they also have their own upside. So basically, there's no doubt. But I would say one winner of this fight, it had to be Katana. Yeah, this is a mile away for those who are predicting about this. But keep in mind, I'm not biased because of Kitana. I'm not biased to any of the characters. This is my general opinion. If you have your opinions, fine. Put a comment down below and pretty much explain who you think could have won the fight. That said, how did Kitana win? Well, it pretty much goes down to main factors, 3 each fight. Let's start with Chun-Li versus Mai. Well, Chun-Li is a strong woman for good reasons, but Mai is way much of her skill. Mainly the fact she is way much more faster, and plus knowing that, despite of having a hard-headed, she is pretty much skilled and much more stronger and survival durability, due to the fact that we can't able to skill to other characters in Game Fighter history like Terry and Sue. Where both of them could either be at best in small sea level and believe, in my opinion. Even though taking his own characters at best. But that also same goes with Katana and Chun-Li. Basically enough, while Chun-Li is the strongest woman, but like Mai versus Chun-Li, Katana pretty much defeats Chun-Li at best. Even though that Chun-Li is the strongest woman and good reasons, but Katana can easily outbest her with far more of her experience than Chun-Li, and also far more way of skills in the fight. So that's there. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we get to the final fight that I could mention here. Of course, the fight between two blue versus red, or red versus blue, Katana versus Mai Shiranui. I have said this a lot of times in this analysis, so let me keep it short. Katana is very skilled, while Mai is far superior to some of the characters, but here's a problem with that. Katana has shown time and time again that she is a capable fighter. Sure, they both have losses, but the only major difference between both Mai and Katana that Mai is just a play character, a team member, that mostly have others to help her out in her own fights. Katana, while sometimes the same, but on her own, she managed to defeat some of the strongest, from the likes of Shao Kahn to her own clone sister Melina, even to a blood-sucking female fighter named Scarlet, for Christ's sake. Plus, even I get able to scale to any of the characters I could say, like Mai could kill Terry, but that's purely random because Katana is much more faster, and I get able to some character I able to scale to, and either both game mechanics, like say I can able to compare Katana to Raiden, where his life can go up until 320 million times per second. And based on what came with Katana, in the end, while both Greek fighters have their own strengths, and this fight could go either way if depending on which fighter are much more faster, stronger, have much more experience and strategy, and have survived worse. And trust me, even with that being said, Katana will still go on victorious because how much she has experience and how much she is able to learn from her own mistakes, and knowing that she has fought the most toughest fighters that she ever faced. The other characters did not. Look back on the history, and basing out, even so, Night Fighters doesn't have little chance to becoming the winner. With that being said, when no fantastic way to say it. But the winner of this episode is Katana.
Get ready for the next battle.